Behind the towering walls of privilege and under the watchful eyes of protective parents, Barron Trump has quietly charted his own path. From mastering multiple languages at a young age to developing a strong, independent personality, Barron is proving that there is much more to him than just being the son of a former president. As he steps into adulthood, however, controversies continue to shadow his journey, raising questions about what lies ahead for him. Now that Barron has turned 18, the big question remains: will he follow in his father's footsteps or carve out his own unique future? Join us as we take a closer look at the fascinating life of Barron Trump and explore how he is coming into his own. Number 17. Autism rumors. Is Barron Trump autistic? This question has been circulating for years, but Donald Trump has dismissed the speculation, pointing out there's no confirmed diagnosis. Experts agree, attributing Barron's behavior to other factors and cautioning against making assumptions without evidence. While rumors persist, there's no concrete proof, and experts stress the importance of respecting privacy, regardless of someone's public status. Number 16. Unique childhood and family moments. Barron Trump, born on March 20, 2006, is Donald's fifth child and Melania's first. Raised in their luxurious New York penthouse, Barron's parents worked hard to keep his life as normal and private as possible. He attended prestigious Manhattan schools, with Melania closely guiding his upbringing. After Donald Trump became president, Barron and his mother stayed in New York for 6 months before joining him in Washington, D.C. Despite the attention, his parents successfully shielded him from the spotlight, though his relationship with his half-siblings remains a topic of curiosity. Number 15. Barron Trump is trilingual. Barron Trump's linguistic abilities are remarkable. By the age of 3, he was fluent in both Slovene and English, thanks to his mother, Melania. He even picked up some French along the way. By 9, he could speak Slovenian with his grandparents. Melania has proudly shared Barron's talents in interviews, emphasizing the value of knowing multiple languages. It's clear that Barron's multilingual journey has only just begun. Number 14. Barron had a stalker. Barron Trump's life may seem glamorous, but it hasn't been without challenges. At just 17, Barron faced a terrifying situation when a 41-year-old social studies teacher, Tracy Marie Florenza, stalked and threatened him. Tracy sent chilling messages, including threats to shoot both Donald and Barron Trump. She even managed to stalk Barron at his Florida school before being apprehended by police. Florenza, known for harassing high-profile students, is now in custody and undergoing mental health evaluations. This dangerous encounter shows that even with wealth and fame, life can come with its own serious risks. Number 13. Picking Barron's name. Choosing a name for their youngest son wasn't easy for Donald and Melania Trump. While Donald had always been fond of the name Barron, he hesitated to use it for his older children. Interestingly, Barron had long been a nickname Donald used for himself. However, when it came time to name their son, Melania had already grown attached to the name, using it throughout her pregnancy. Although Donald had last-minute doubts, Melania convinced him to stick with it. While the exact significance of the name remains a mystery, it's clear that Barron's name has a unique backstory. Number 12. Surprise baby. Barron Trump's birth came as a surprise not just to the world, but to Donald Trump himself. Just 6 months after Donald and Melania's wedding, Melania revealed her pregnancy, catching Donald completely off guard. He needed time to process it, Melania shared in an interview, but soon Donald was overjoyed. Despite the surprise, Barron's arrival brought immense happiness to the family. Donald often speaks of his special bond with his youngest son, and Melania refers to him as her miracle baby. Barron is clearly a cherished part of the Trump family. Number 11. Barron had no nanny. Despite being born into immense wealth, Barron Trump grew up without a nanny, a surprising choice for the youngest Trump. While Donald's older children, like Ivanka and Donald Jr., had nannies growing up, Melania opted for a hands-on approach with Barron. She took pride in being fully involved in his upbringing, from packing his school lunches to picking him up from school. Melania revealed that she helps with his homework and encourages Barron to spend one-on-one time with Donald, creating special father-son moments. Her commitment to being present in every stage of Barron's life reflects the important role she plays as a mother. Number 10. Flair for sports. Standing at an impressive 6 feet 7 inches, many speculate Barron Trump might pursue a career in sports, and his favorite sports, golf and soccer, fuel those rumors. Barron has often been spotted golfing with his father, bonding over the sport Donald loves. He also has a passion for soccer, having played with DC United's youth teams and showing off his skills on the field. Melania and Donald couldn't be prouder of his athletic abilities, supporting him as he explores his love for both sports. Number 9. Barron's education. Barron's education has taken him to several prestigious schools. He began at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School in Manhattan before moving to St. Andrew's Episcopal School when Donald Trump became president. After the family relocated to Florida, Barron enrolled at Oxbridge Academy, where he continued his studies in relative privacy. Despite the frequent moves, Barron has adapted well and shown resilience. Now that he's graduated high school, there's speculation he might follow in his father's footsteps and attend the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. Number 8. A close bond with his dad. Even at 18, Barron Trump shares a strong bond with his father, Donald Trump. Once known as Little Donald, Barron has grown into his own, but still carries traits of his father's determination and independence. Donald admires his son's drive and has always supported his passions, especially Barron's love for golf and business. Despite Donald's busy schedule, he made efforts to connect with Barron, cherishing their time together. While Donald admits he didn't change diapers, he enjoyed feeding Barron as a baby, and their bond remains strong as Barron steps into adulthood. Number 7. Moving into the White House. When Donald Trump became president, it took 5 months for Melania and Barron to move to the White House, as Melania wanted Barron to finish the school year. At just 9 years old, Barron was hesitant about leaving his bustling life in New York for the White House, a major change for someone so young. The move marked the end of their low-profile lives, as Melania took on her role as First Lady, and Barron adjusted to life under the spotlight. Number 6. Good fashion sense. Thanks to his mom, Melania, Barron developed a sharp sense of style. Often referred to as Mini Donald for his love of ties and designer clothes, Barron has been spotted wearing luxury brands like Gucci and J. Crew. At 11, he became a fashion icon when he wore a graphic tee that sold out instantly after his appearance. His influence on fashion, even as a child, shows the power of celebrity kids in shaping trends. Number 5. A special love for sneakers. In addition to his stylish wardrobe, Barron has a particular love for sneakers. He's frequently seen wearing New Balance sneakers, a staple in his collection. On his 14th birthday, he made waves by donning New Balance 574 core sneakers, a look he's repeated with different colors over the years. Whether for casual outings or official events, Barron's sneaker style is a key part of his fashion identity, blending comfort and cool effortlessly. Number 4. First presidential son. For decades, the White House had only seen daughters of United States presidents. That changed in 2017 when Barron Trump moved in, becoming the first presidential son since John F. Kennedy Jr. Barron's presence marked a historic return to tradition, breaking a 50-year cycle. His unique role as the first presidential son in decades made his entry into the White House even more significant. Number 3. A field trip to remember. One of the perks of being the president's son is hosting an unforgettable event. In 2017, Barron took 80 of his 5th grade classmates from Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School on a special field trip to the White House. The students were treated to a tour, met the President and First Lady, and enjoyed a memorable day filled with patriotism and fun. It was a day that left a lasting impression on Barron and his classmates. Number 2. Decline of political debut. As Barron Trump turned 18, many expected him to make his political debut by joining his father and siblings in the Florida delegation. However, Barron surprised everyone by declining, citing prior commitments. His decision sparked questions about his interest in politics, but with his mother Melania's support, Barron seems focused on carving out his own unique path. Number 1. a bright and promising future. Though Barron remains out of the public eye, his future is filled with possibilities. Whether he chooses to follow in his father's footsteps in business or pursue a different path, Barron has his family's unwavering support. His mother, Melania, has been deeply involved in ensuring Barron's growth and independence, guiding him toward a bright future full of opportunities. Barron Trump's future may be uncertain, but it's undeniably rich with potential and promise. Whether he chooses to follow in his father's footsteps in business, pursue his passion for sports, or carve out an entirely new path, one thing is certain: the world will be watching with eager curiosity. As Barron continues to grow and shape his own identity, his journey promises to be just as remarkable and intriguing as his upbringing. Imagine living a life where luxury is not just an option, but a birthright. That is exactly the world Barron Trump, the son of former United States President Donald Trump, was born into. Are you curious how this young man is already living as a billionaire heir? Well, let us just say he did not have to work his way to the top like most. Thanks to a hefty trust fund reportedly worth billions, Barron's life is anything but ordinary. In this video, we will explore the jaw-dropping, ultra-luxurious lifestyle of Barron Trump. Get ready, you will not want to miss this. Barron Trump entered the world already embraced by the Trump dynasty's wealth and privilege. Born in New York, his arrival marked the beginning of a life surrounded by grandeur and opulence. As the youngest heir of the Trump family, his birth was even celebrated with a golden stroller gifted by Ellen DeGeneres, symbolizing the extraordinary life ahead. Barron spent his early years in a lavish triplex apartment in Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. The family's penthouse, adorned with 24-karat gold fixtures and marble, spanned an entire floor, with a section specifically designed for Barron. His nursery, living room, kitchen, and nanny quarters, all styled by Angelo Donghaya in the Louis XIV design, set the stage for his luxurious upbringing with breathtaking views of Central Park and Manhattan. The Trump Tower penthouse, with its gold-clad walls and ceilings and intricate furnishings, embodied a royal-level lifestyle. Barron's nursery was filled with toys and gifts from around the world, each more extravagant than the last. As a young child, he was often chauffeured in luxury cars, further emphasizing the family's wealth. His wardrobe, even in his early years, consisted of finely tailored clothing, many custom-made to fit his needs. Melania Trump, a former model with an impeccable sense of style, ensured her son was always dressed to reflect the stature of a real estate tycoon's child. This attention to detail highlighted Barron's privileged position in the family and his future as a member of the Trump dynasty. Barron made his first notable appearance on Oprah's television show when he was just a few months old. During the interview, Donald Trump expressed his joy at having a new addition to the family, praising Melania as an exceptional mother. Melania, in turn, shared her pride in their growing family and their morning routines, where Donald would pick Barron up, spend time watching TV, or reading the newspaper together. They also proudly showcased Barron's luxuriously decorated nursery, complete with plush toys, a spacious crib, and a custom-made rocking chair, illustrating the deep bond the family shared with their young heir. As Barron grew older, the luxuries in his life became even more extravagant. While most children were comforted with regular lotions, Barron's skin was treated to a luxurious caviar-infused moisturizer from Melania Trump's high-end beauty line, Caviar Complex C6. His nightly skincare routine featured this lavish cream, blending indulgence with nourishment. When the Trump family moved into the White House in 2017, 11-year-old Barron had his own personalized bedroom, complete with his favorite brands of toiletries and soaps, ensuring he felt right at home. In addition to the honor of living at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Barron had access to exclusive perks like a private home theater, a swimming pool, and even a bowling alley. Comfort was always a priority for Barron. He had custom-fitted bowling shoes and a constantly updated movie collection for the White House Theater, making sure he could enjoy all the amenities despite the limitations imposed by his father's presidential responsibilities. The luxury of living in the White House offered a lifestyle that most can only dream of. Not only did the Trump family enjoy all the exclusive facilities, but they also had the freedom to customize their six-bedroom residence to their own tastes and preferences. Even from a young age, Barron had a distinct preference for formal attire. Though he occasionally faced criticism for wearing t-shirts and shorts like other kids, he gradually favored more elegant and refined suits. In a 2013 interview with ABC News, Melania Trump mentioned her son's fashion sense, saying, "He doesn't always want to wear sweatpants. He enjoys dressing up in a suit like his father, though not every day. Sometimes he even likes wearing a tie, just like Dad." Fashion commentator Jidon Horan also noted that Barron's stylish flair could one day lead him into the fashion industry, adding, with his family connections, "I wouldn't be surprised. He certainly knows how to dress well." The story of Barron William Trump began on March 20, 2006, when he was born into the prominent Trump family. His father, already a towering figure in business and media, would later become the 45th President of the United States, while his mother, Melania, epitomized grace and poise as First Lady. Barron, the youngest of 5 siblings, stood out not just because of his age, but also because he was the only child of Donald and Melania. He grew up with 4 older half-siblings from his father's previous marriages, Donald Jr. Ivanka, Eric, and Tiffany. Despite the significant age gap and their busy lives, Barron maintained a strong bond with his siblings, which shaped his early years. Barron's education began at home, with his mother Melania playing an active role in nurturing his interests and ensuring he was bilingual in both Slovenian and English. His formal education started at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School, one of New York's oldest private institutions, known for its rigorous academic standards and diverse student body. Despite his high-profile family, Barron sought to forge his own identity as a student while navigating the complexities of childhood and adolescence. However, his family's prominence made privacy a rare commodity, especially when Donald Trump announced his candidacy for president in 2015. After the 2016 election, Barron continued his education at St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Potomac, Maryland, where he studied from 2017 to 2021, benefiting from a holistic approach that emphasized academic excellence, character development, and community involvement. In August 2021, following the Trump family's move to Florida, Barron enrolled at Oxbridge Academy in Palm Beach, a prestigious preparatory school founded by billionaire Bill Koch. At Oxbridge, Barron's focus on academics remained strong, and he also participated in extracurricular activities, such as golf. The school's rigorous curriculum and commitment to community engagement provided him with a well-rounded educational experience. As Barron prepared for his high school graduation in May 2024, speculation began to grow about which university the young heir would attend, marking the next chapter in his academic journey. Barron Trump has always been poised to inherit a substantial fortune, and public curiosity has long swirled around his future. The Trump Empire, a real estate giant spanning continents with hotels, golf courses, and luxury properties, was built over decades through Donald Trump's business acumen. What started as a modest family enterprise focused on property management has grown into a global brand synonymous with luxury and prestige. Under Donald's leadership, the Trump Organization expanded beyond real estate, delving into industries such as construction, media, and aviation. The success of ventures like The Apprentice further propelled the Trump brand into popular culture, making the organization a symbol of wealth and power. As with any vast empire, succession plans were inevitable. In 2017, when Donald Trump became president of the United States, his children assumed greater control of the family business, facing the challenges of managing a global brand amidst heightened public and political scrutiny. Barron, the youngest Trump, has always been seen as part of this legacy. His potential inheritance is not just financial, but symbolic, representing the continuation of a family dynasty etched in American business and politics. With trust funds set aside by Donald Trump, Barron's net worth is already considerable, linked to a global fortune estimated around $80 million, and his future role within the Trump Organization remains a point of intrigue. However, Barron's inheritance goes far beyond financial wealth. It includes the responsibility of bearing the Trump name, a globally recognized brand that carries both expectations and controversy. His future leadership within the Trump Organization will be closely watched, as the public wonders whether Barron will follow the path set by his father or carve out his own. The way he navigates the complexities of his inheritance balancing business, family legacy, and public scrutiny will shape the future of the Trump empire and set the tone for generations to come. Barron Trump's early life unfolded under intense public scrutiny, a stark contrast to the typical childhood most children experience. As the son of Donald Trump, a real estate mogul and television personality, Barron was thrust into the spotlight from an early age. Whether attending elite private schools or making public appearances with his mother, Melania Trump, Barron's every move was captured by the media. As he grew older, this attention only intensified, with the press and social media constantly analyzing his outfits, gestures, and behavior. The rise of social media further magnified this scrutiny, making Barron a frequent topic of discussion among millions of users worldwide. His childhood was shaped by the pressure of growing up in a world where privacy was often a rare luxury. This level of public attention did not stop at mere observation. Barron became the subject of intense speculation, with every aspect of his upbringing, education, and behavior scrutinized for deeper meaning. Growing up in the public eye often means living a narrative shaped by others, and Barron's life was no exception. However, despite the relentless media attention, he has managed to maintain an unusual level of privacy for someone in his position. Recently, a comment by former NBC executive Mike Singleton sparked renewed debate about Barron's privacy. Singleton suggested that Barron, now 18, is fair game for media scrutiny as an adult, a statement that prompted backlash and led to Chelsea Clinton's public defense of Barron on The View. Clinton emphasized the importance of protecting private citizens, especially those not involved in politics, from unwarranted public criticism. Even after Donald Trump's presidency ended in 2021, the media's focus on Barron did not fade. In Easter 2024, Barron made a rare public appearance with his family at the Mar-a-Lago Club in Palm Beach, Florida, for an Easter lunch, sparking renewed interest. Standing tall and poised, Barron was seen walking alongside his mother, Melania Trump, capturing the attention of onlookers. A video of the family's arrival was shared on social media, with many users commenting on Barron's impressive height and mature presence. This appearance, combined with ongoing speculation about Donald Trump's potential 2024 presidential run, kept the Trump family in the public eye. The event offered a glimpse into their post-presidential life and fueled discussions about Barron's future, especially as he transitions into adulthood amidst the ever-present media spotlight. Barron Trump's life underwent a dramatic shift when his father became the 45th President of the United States. Suddenly, Barron was thrust into a spotlight few children ever experience. As the first child to live in the White House since JFK Jr., the public's curiosity about Barron skyrocketed, and every aspect of his privileged life became a point of fascination. Yet, his move to Washington, D.C., was deliberately postponed to allow him to finish the school year in New York, underscoring the Trump family's commitment to maintaining some sense of normalcy and stability for him. This decision reflected their desire to shield Barron from the full intensity of the public gaze, even as the world watched their every move. Living in the historic halls of the White House brought Barron an unusual blend of opulence and challenges. While most boys his age were preoccupied with school life, Barron was navigating the corridors of power, where presidents and world leaders once walked. Under the ever-watchful eye of the Secret Service, his daily routine took place in a setting that symbolized American power and history. Yet, despite his surroundings, Barron's public appearances remained rare. He was mostly seen accompanying his parents on official trips, either boarding Air Force One or the presidential helicopter. Even within the high-profile world of politics, Barron managed to stay largely out of the public eye, with few photographs surfacing during his father's presidency. His reserved nature and limited exposure set him apart from the typical children of public figures, helping him maintain a relatively low profile despite living in the most famous house in the country. However, Barron couldn't entirely escape the intense scrutiny that comes with being part of the Trump family. His rare appearances were carefully observed, and even his absences were noted by the public and the press. One such moment occurred in 2018, when the youngest Trump joined his family for Thanksgiving weekend at their Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. At just 12 years old, Barron sparked a flurry of attention when he appeared to be nearly as tall as his father, marking a noticeable growth spurt that fueled public discussion. Earlier that year, in April, Barron made another rare public appearance at the White House's annual Easter egg roll, where he displayed a quiet and composed demeanor while staying close to his parents. His younger nieces and nephews eagerly participated in the egg hunt, but Barron's reserved nature, which had become characteristic of his public persona, was evident. Despite the overwhelming attention surrounding his family, Barron managed to remain a figure of quiet intrigue, navigating life in the spotlight with a calm and collected presence. In September 2020, the White House was at the center of a COVID-19 outbreak that spread rapidly among staff members and even reached the Trump family. News of then-President Donald Trump contracting the virus immediately made international headlines, heightening global attention. But the situation took a more personal turn when it was revealed that both former First Lady Melania Trump and their teenage son, Barron Trump, had also tested positive. The revelation further highlighted the seriousness of the outbreak, sparking concerns about the health of one of the world's most powerful families. Melania later shared in a statement on the White House website that her first and foremost concern was for Barron, demonstrating the universal instinct of a mother facing a terrifying health threat. Fortunately, Barron, despite his diagnosis, remained asymptomatic, showing no visible signs of the virus. This brought immense relief to Melania, who expressed gratitude not only for his strength, but also for the rare opportunity to be together as a family during such an unprecedented time. With the world watching closely, Melania reflected on how the pandemic had changed the dynamics of their family life. The lockdowns and isolation, combined with their health scare, offered them a chance to slow down and appreciate moments of connection amid the chaos. While the public worried about the president's condition, inside the White House, Melania was focused on her son's well-being, drawing comfort from his resilience and the time they had to care for one another. By mid-October, Barron had tested negative for the virus, marking the family's recovery from the ordeal. The Trump's health scare came during a turbulent time in the nation, just weeks before the 2020 presidential election. The diagnosis not only added to the political drama, but also served as a stark reminder of how the pandemic had touched every corner of society, even those in the highest office. As Melania shared in her reflection, the experience allowed them to come together as a family, with Barron's quiet strength and recovery offering a sense of closure to what had been an anxious and trying chapter of their lives. Barron Trump's height has become a frequent topic of discussion, with former President Donald Trump claiming that his son now stands between 6 feet 6 inches and 6 feet 7 inches. This impressive stature has fueled speculation about Barron's remarkable growth, drawing comparisons to his father, whose height has occasionally been a point of debate on social media. As Barron towers above many of his peers, his height continues to capture public attention, raising curiosity about his future and whether his physical traits might lead him down a different path from his famous family. In addition to his striking height, Barron has demonstrated a deep passion for sports, particularly soccer. In 2017, he was photographed practicing on the White House lawn with the Major League Soccer team, DC United. Patrick Mullins, one of the team's forwards, praised Barron's enthusiasm and growing knowledge of the sport, noting that he was eager to improve his skills. Barron's commitment paid off when he joined the Under-12 DC United team as a midfielder, proudly wearing the number 81 jersey. Standing at an impressive 6 feet 3 inches at the time, Barron's height gave him a distinct advantage on the field, where he became known for his left-footed goals. Despite his early success, Barron's involvement in soccer lessened after a few seasons. He later joined the Arlington Soccer Association, but played only 5 more games. Although his passion for soccer appeared to wane, Barron's love for sports has remained a key part of his life, offering him personal growth and joy despite the high-profile nature of his family. Barron's education has been just as notable as his athletic pursuits. He has had the privilege of attending some of the country's most prestigious schools. During his final year at Columbia Grammar, Barron had an unforgettable experience leading his entire fifth-grade class, along with their teachers and Secret Service agents. On an educational trip to Washington, D.C., the group of about 80 students toured the White House, met President Trump, and explored the nation's historic landmarks. The overnight trip gave Barron a chance to share a glimpse of his unique life with his classmates, marking a memorable milestone in his education. As Barron Trump continues to grow and carve out his own path, the world watches with anticipation. Will he follow in his father's footsteps and become a major player in the Trump empire? Or will he forge a completely new identity outside the spotlight? With so much still unknown about his future, one thing is certain: Barron's story is far from over, and the next chapter could be the most fascinating yet. Stay tuned, because the world may be in for some surprises. If you want to keep up with the latest on Barron Trump and other intriguing personalities, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.